Hi, welcome to Oracle ADF training. This is Sudhakar. In this session, we are going to discuss about how to deploy the ADF application to the WebLogic server. This is a sequel to the previous session where we had created the data source. Now, after creating the data source, we should be able to deploy the application to the WebLogic server. For that, we have two ways. One is to uh, deploy it as a ER file, and the other one is you can deploy it through creating a connection to WebLogic server from JDeveloper itself, and then you can do a one-click deployment to the WebLogic server. Now I'm going to show you the first option, which is the EAR file. So for that, what we have to do is you have to go to this to-do app AM and make sure your data source is referenced correctly in the local. It should be JDBC. It should be like this: JDBC slash to-do. Yes. So you have to make sure in the source also it is getting changed. Sometimes it has some problem updating the details. See, if you see, this has a bug which is preventing us from removing that. So you can manually go to the source file and then you can remove this. Now after that, we need to go and check the application properties. In that we have deployment and then WebLogic. In that, uncheck this auto generate and synchronize WebLogic JDBC descriptors, because we have already created the JDBC resource in the WebLogic, so you don't have to worry about this. Now after that, what we have to do is we have to go to deploy. Here if you see the standard the default deployment profile for this application has been created by ADF Oracle itself. So you can select deployment to EAR next, and then it will deploy to this folder, which is a to-do app deploy and then EAR. Once you click finish, see that the deployment tab shows that it has been deployed. Now if you go here, the EAR file has been created now. Now we need to deploy this to WebLogic server. If you go to the deployments and click install, there is upload your files. Generally this is kind of hidden. People generally have tough time finding this link. After you click on the install, you have to upload your file. In the deployment archive, choose the EAR and then click next, and then click next. You have to install this as a application. Click next and then click next. So it will tell you to review the configuration screen. Just accept that and go to the finish. Okay, so now everything is perfect. Now click on the save. No restarts are necessary. If you go to the deployments, you can see that your application has been deployed. This is the to-do app which is being deployed and it is in active status, so that we can access the application. This is the URL for that application. If you select this, you can see the application has been deployed and it is working. Okay, now let us look into the second way of deploying. That is, we have to create a connection to WebLogic and you can deploy directly from the JDeveloper itself. Click on this, deploy to the application server. For this, you need to create an connection to the application server. Since I am doing it to the integrated WebLogic server, the connection has been automatically created. But if you would like to create the connection by yourself, you can click on the plus symbol and then say remote WebLogic, and you can give the username, password, then provide the host name and the port and also the base domain details. Once the connection has been created, it will appear like this. like this, another server will be there. Now I'm selecting the integrated WebLogic server, click on next. Then here it will tell you what are all the servers managed servers available and their status. The default server, this has to be deployed as a standalone application. Now you click on next and then finish. So now you see the deployment has been kicked off from the JDeveloper itself. It is going to deploy the application right from the JDeveloper. From this point of time, you can just do a one-click deploy to the WebLogic server. So then the application has been deployed into the WebLogic server. Thanks for watching this demo.